Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Xeno, the personification of a cry for help, and y'all, we back in the game. We're back with more Where The Demon Lurks! Yes! Yes! Now y'all know that I've been doing furry visual novels for quite a few months now, and Where The Demon Lurks was my very first one, and I'm so excited that it's finally back. Well, it's been back for quite a minute now. I just haven't gotten the time to play it. I was too busy, you know, updating my sprites and updating my setup. Oh, by the way, do y'all like my updated sprite? Yeah, Team Boke sent me these PNGs quite some time ago, and I wanted to add them to my new sprite, so there y'all go. I got little mini Kobu and little mini Lucian plushies, a controller, the fucking horns and flame are back, and a little drink to go with it. They also sent me the VTuber versions of these editions, so if I ever have a VTuber persona in the future, I can easily just add these. Oh, by the way, this isn't exclusive for me. They do this to any streamer that streams their games, so regardless of that, thank you Team Boke for gifting me these. I will cherish them and I will use them however I see fit. Okay, I am so happy. Now y'all, it's been 3 fucking months since I last played this game, and as we see, that last video was really funny. In fact, Libel, who is the head developer of this game, and Team Boke, literally made a clip on one of the scenes from my last VOD on this game, so I'll leave that link in the description below, but it was my funniest moment. I was really flustered. But we're doing Morris's route right now, since that was the one that was last updated. So last time we left on Morris's route, we literally fought a whole cult, and this Cthulhu-looking motherfucker mercilessly killed the leader. So let's go ahead and continue this, shall we? Chapter 4, My Father, the Monster. Okay, are we gonna get Morris's backstory? Especially about his dad? I'm just speculating. Let's see. The roar of thunder accompanies a howling downpour, an oppressive orchestra that crushes the soundless mood in the air. You, Morris, and Mr. K are seated around a glass coffee table. The Kraken is in the prime position across from you both. His presence commanded the room. It's hard to ignore your status as guests within Mr. K's dominion. Morris smiles as you both wait. It's the businessman smile he puts on when you first met him. The Kraken pulls out a sleek smartphone from his coat and types away. Once done, he turns his attention to the both of you. I don't remember what voice I gave this guy. It has been that long. If my voice for him doesn't sound the same as the voice I did for him back then, I am sorry. So, I assume you two aren't here by coincidence? No, we didn't really plan to show up tonight. Jen said you were under attack. Ah, them. You gulp when he emphasizes them. Excuse me for a minute, gentlemen. With a snap of his tentacles, black smoke puffs to the Kraken's right. Oh, Jin's here! Isn't that fun? Jin appears from the smoky air. What? Mr. K, how nice to— Ah! Mr. K's tentacles wrap around the snake's throat and pull him in until they are eye to eye. And where have you been, my petulant genie? Yeah! The genie desperately grabs at the tentacles, clawing for mercy. An entire cult storms my gates, and I didn't even hear a word from you. The same cultists I told you to get rid of days ago. Explain yourself. Ah! I don't think they can, breathe. Mr. K loosens his grip just enough for the snake to gasp for air. The Kraken lifts the snake until his tail hovers a smidge off the ground. I can explain, my liege. My powerful, benevolent liege. Morris leans over to whisper. This is not going to end well. You better make it good, or all the blood spilled today will be on your hands. I was caught off guard. I was ordered so diligently to break into their camp and to destroy their source of power, but I was too late. They had completed their ritual, and woe is me! I did everything I could to stop them, but they nearly ripped me to shreds. The snake clasped their hands as though praying for the Kraken to give them mercy. You could have imagined how glad I was to know you survived, sir. Mr. K's eyes narrow. For your lamp's sake, you better hope I don't find a scrap of proof that you're lying to me. Never, sir. Now go. Take stock of all the damages in the compounds and get them fixed. Yes, sir. Right away. Ah! Not to brag or anything, but my Jin voice is actually really good. And if a series is announced or a dub of this visual novel is announced, let everyone know that I'm happy to audition for Jin. Anyone wants to hire me, you know where my channel is, you know where my Twitter and Blue Sky is. It's always in my description. You can always contact me, and I'll let you know if I want in. The answer is obviously yes. So just send me your pay rates. I'll happily do it. Anyway. No, but seriously, I do want to voice act for this game, so please, if anyone who's interested, call me. Mr. K flings Jin back through the broken doorway and off the banister, conveniently missing the next person to enter. Good day, Jin. Fuck you, Junior! Goodbye, Jin. You hear a loud thud following the unmistakable groan of the Naga. The person at the door is a well-dressed octopus. The gentlemanly cephalopoda carries a tray of teacups and a pot. You assume this is the butler. Morris leans over to you. That's Mr. K's son, Junior. Aw? Oh. I suppose Jin will not be needing any refreshments. Morris and his +1. Junior nods at you both, and you return the expression. Junior walks in and sets the tray down. He pours tea into 3 cups. When he opens the sugar bowl, you're taken aback by the sight of bright blue spheres. Wait, should I give him a British accent? No, I can't do a British accent. I should do like No, I need to give him like a posh, proper accent. Do you two take soul candy with your tea? Milk is fine for me. I'll be fine with a cube of either brown or white sugar, please. Junior reaches out for one with a spoon, but Mr. K holds out his tentacle to stop him. None for me tonight. You're hurt. I'm not going to die from a flesh wound. Distribute what we have to the injured. I've already done that. Those seriously wounded were sent to Kibbleton Hospital. Dr. Desiderium insisted he oversee their recovery. We need to discuss what to do with the thing. It's fine. They know about the gates. Have you heard from Maki? No, he was unreachable, but I wouldn't worry about him. A staff member I contacted said he was busy partying with his guests. I don't think he's even aware about what happened here tonight. I'll have a word with him later. For now, let's entertain our guests. The father's tone feels familiar. Though calm, he carries himself with a dignified authority. A twinge of envy fills your heart. The familiar relations make you think of what you could never have with your own father. Junior finishes preparing the tea and hands everyone a cup. He stands next to his father while pulling out a tablet from his pocket. Back to our business at hand. You came to my aid today, but you mentioned you wanted to meet me. What exactly do you want, Morris? The familiarity leaves you an outsider. You press yourself against the edge of the sofa and stir your tea, anything to avoid butting in. We know about the underworld gate. We want access to it. Mr. K runs his tentacles across the tendrils that would make up his chin. If he had one. He says nothing until a stray boom of thunder shakes the estate. How exactly have you become privy to this information? Oh wait, okay. That should be Mr. K's line, I assume. Libo, if you're watching this, here's a part that should be adjusted. How exactly have you become privy to this information? You already know how I did. And you know how I took out the demon that was roaming around Kibbleton, as per Jin's request. The Kraken's tentacles on his face slide against one another like someone tenting their fingers. How convenient that he left your roll out of his reports. Regardless, even if you did help me, that does not mean I must return in kind. Hear us out. It's not even for me, it's for my friend here. The boar pulls you close to show you off to the Kraken. You try to smile, but can't stop your eye from twitching. What does this one have to do with the underworld? Morris shakes your shoulders. Go on, tell him. Me? You do it. It sounds better if you say it. Ahem. You both stop your juvenile banter. Sir? Mr. K, sir, my name is Kobu. What I mean to say is, my friend King, he's been taken by demons. I would super appreciate it if we could use your gate and just go get him back. Demons? How? Mr. K scoffs. Here I thought those bastards had already retired kidnapping the living. How did you get involved with them? You take a deep breath, recalling the lie you gave Morris. I pissed off the Demon Lord. I didn't keep my end of the bargain. Let's just leave it at that. Mr. K's deep chuckle startles your nerves. A broken deal? I find that hard to believe. The Demon Lord has always been contentious, but I've never known him to be swayed by trivial things like deals with mortals. Strange, he speaks of the Demon Lord as though they share a history, but you've never met this creature before. What do you know about the Demon Lord? Mr. K sips his tea. What don't I know about that sword-wielding fiend? Corrupted to the core, he lie, cheat, and slay innocents to get his way, all for his precious underworld. Oh, so he doesn't know shit. Got it. Does it mean Pa? It couldn't be. Are you sure? Maybe it was a really mean minion. I'd never forget him. Even amongst us who dabble in deceit and murder, he stands above the rest. He'd make you call him a savior while he burns you home to the ground. Oh, there's that cute face again. Then again, I wouldn't be surprised if the decades he spent sitting on his ivory throne hasn't reduced his constitution even further. Heavens to all lowlives. Your claws dig deep into the palm of your hands. Every statement, a slander upon your father's name. He's lying. What would he know about my father? It must be because Pa prevented their kind from further wreaking havoc among mortals. Ugh, just get through this. Just get through this, Kobu. This bottom-dwelling, soul-devouring scum has nothing on you. Well, I don't know about that. The Demon Lord I encountered didn't have a sword. He went by Vendrake? What a shame. Someone got to Zanki before I did. They really are monsters. Junior taps away on his tablet. So, yeah, I'm not asking much here. We just need to get in, get my friend, and leave. Your pursuit does not interest me, boy. The worth of one soul is not equivalent to years of work. But... The Rin's leader shoots you a look and you shrink back into your seat. Then what is of equal value? The Kraken taps the rim of his teacup with a spoon before setting it back down. His gaze is intensely fixed upon Morse for a little longer than you'd want. You? Wait. Morris, he's in love with you? What? Wait, where did that come from? Wait, where did that conclusion come from? Kobu, have you just not done any in a while? Is that right? Oh my god. Oh, Kobu. See, this is why you're on top of our "Would Protect My Life" tier on that tier list I made with my friend. I don't think that's what he's implying, Kobu. Not to say I'm not flattered, if that's what you meant, Mr. K. Just that I don't see you in a romantic light. Not that you aren't a good catch. I meant in the right lighting. Silence! I'm referring to the deal I offered you the day we first met. You want me to work for you? Your powers are tremendous. With our guidance, think about what we could achieve. You say that, but we both know what you really want is the demon in me, isn't it? Can you blame me? It's a useful weapon. Not to me. And no offense, but I don't think you can control it as well as you hope. You seem to be doing quite the sorry job yourself. Haven't you been needing more batteries lately? That watch of yours is straining to keep the beast at bay. Maybe if the monsters that created the watch made it a little better, I wouldn't be needing so many batteries so often. It's not the tool at fault, Morris. Your demon soul is growing. Soon the watch may not be able to hold it back, period. Wait a minute, didn't the watch break in Toast Route? If that's the case, then how come his demon form didn't spawn in that route? Or maybe it did. I don't think I remember it spawning in that route. What's going on? How about this then? I allow the two of you to use the gate in exchange for the soul of your demon self, Morris. Morris's eyes widen. You can do that? Of course. You be free from all your suffering, and your friend could go save their ally from the underworld. All you need to do is sign here. With a snap of his tentacles, the file materializes and opens up to reveal a detailed contract. A pen also emerges next to Morris's face. The fur on your back stands on end. Ethereal blue light surrounds the folder. You swear you can hear the faint call of the contract, reaching out to your friend. That's no ordinary contract. If that Kraken's fighting powers are anything to go by, that thing is dangerous. Go on. Morris stares at the document. He gulps as his trembling hands reach for the pen. Whoa, don't do that! You snatch the file away from the boar, breaking him out of his trance. Hey! You gotta read these things before you sign them. Didn't anyone teach you that? Wait, what? Your years in the office have granted you the ability to speed read through legal jargon. You flip through the papers once before going back, jabbing at a section. Aha! You said this deal is for the demon half of the soul, but you didn't specify that Morris will be kept safe during or after the process. For all we know, you can just end up killing him during the extraction. That's an unknowable factor. Yet you happily left it out of your explanation. You shake Morris by the shoulder. You can't take this deal. You think that the demon side of you is a separate creature, but what if it isn't? Come on, man, don't say that. But you have to consider it until you prove otherwise. Don't do this. The tentacles that cover half the Kraken's mouth wriggle about, ready to gobble you up whole. I'm beginning to see why the Demon Lord wants you dead. I'll be dead before I let you take advantage of us. Okay, we're shouting. Maybe we all gotta tone it down a little. What would a puny mortal like you understand about magical contracts? Only mortals will think of dishonoring their agreements. I know enough. Don't try to act all high and noble. You'd say anything to eat a soul. Damn! Eat him up, Kobu! A cool female voice emanates from Junior's tablet saying, "The cow says moo." All of you turn to the younger octopus in the room, the file and pen evaporating away into nothingness. Ahem. Apologies, that's the only soundboard I have on this. I think this is time for me to interject. Pa, I don't think you're being fair to them. They did help us out. My own kin, taking the enemy's side. Unbelievable. I'm not taking anyone's side. We just need a deal here. We can use their help to manage the demons that are popping in and out of the town now. Our members are in no condition to face them. If these two want to use the gate, they can work for it. After today's attack, it's more dangerous to have our own people continue such work. Soft as always, Junior. Didn't I teach you better? You taught me to be strategic, Pa. I think this deal will be more effective. Perhaps over time, Morris may even see that being fully employed by us isn't that bad. Fine. Wait, so are you offering us a temp job in exchange for using the gate? If everything goes smoothly, we should have the gate up and running in about a week. I will specify it like so. You will serve us absolutely to complete the gate's construction, doing away with demons or foes that threaten the security of the rings until the gate is ready. Although, I suppose if we get rid of Morris's friend here, we'd save ourselves the trouble of dealing with the demons. Hey, nobody touches him. He's mine to protect. Junior chuckles. Very well. Then let's stick to what I proposed. Does that satisfy you? I suppose. Great. Then let me create the contract. You brace yourself to see how strong of a contract he conjures. He taps on his tablet, and you hear the clunking sound of a printer coming to life. Behind him, on Mr. K's desk, the printer spits out several pages. Son, you could just ask me to make a magical contract. Pa, I'm sure the legal powers of the lawyers at Howlett and Pelicanard are enough for this. Can you give us a minute to talk about this? You can have the corner until the contract is fully printed. You both walk over to a corner of the room, out of earshot. Should we go through with this? I wish we had more time to decide, but I doubt we can leave without making a choice. I don't see another way. We need them to complete the gate, and it would be better to make friends rather than new enemies. There's Mr. K's offer. You still considering it? No, just drop it. Morris sighs. Fine, you're the customer. You both return to the sofa. Junior has the contract ready in his hand. We'll take the deal. Junior's deal, to be specific. Then let's sign and make it official, Pa? Oh, one moment. We reserve the right to reread the contents of the new contract. You start the documents one more time and again jab at a few spots you deem unfair. You argue your case to Junior while trying to avoid Mr. K's gaze. At one point, you borrow the tablet from Junior to make edits at the relevant items. The printer hums back to life and it isn't long for you before the both of you are ready to sign. Junior picks up the document and reads through it quickly. You wait with bated breath that he doesn't make a big deal of what you rewrote. The octopus looks at the paper then back at you. Junior signs the document with the ink of his tentacle. Are you sure about that? It's nothing too important. I wouldn't sign it if it was. With a wave of Mr. K's hand, the file floats over to him, then Mr. K does the same, signing with his own self-made ink. When it reaches Morris, he takes a while to read the contract first before signing it with a pen. Last, it reaches you. A cold chill runs up your spine. You scroll your signature upon the document. The contract returns to Junior. The contract is sealed. Welcome to the rings, boys. Yay, I suppose. Morris says it without an ounce of enthusiasm. What happens now? A driver is waiting for you at the entrance. Leave your phone number with them. I'll send a copy of the signed documents through and we'll reach out to you soon. Sure. Mr. K's lack of contribution after his son's proposal bothers you. You stand to leave, taking a moment to observe the remnants of the cult leader before you do. A lone black jacket lies on the floor. How it survived all of that is beyond your understanding. What are you doing with that? It's just a jacket. I figured I could keep it as a spoil of battle. You actually need to get it back to Toast. It could be what he's looking for. Do we need to assess it for its worth? I sense no magical properties from it. Let him have that rag. Whew, thank you for your kindness. Let's go. You both hurry out of the mansion. As Junior mentioned, a black sedan awaits you both. You and Morris don't speak throughout the drive back to your apartment. The storm doesn't die down, unlike your energy. You're sheepishly heading up the steps of your apartment with Morris by your side. Do you mind if I sleep over? The rain's not letting up. Sure, I can clear up the sofa. No, wait, Lucian's here. I don't mind sharing your mattress if you're okay with that. Ooh! You know what? I'm ready for the romance. If there is any. If there's not, we can all respect that. We can all respect if a furry visual novel doesn't have any romance, we'd all respect if a furry visual novel doesn't have any lewd and SFW scenes to it. We'd all respect that, right? Right? We're not just gonna sit here and tweet on the subreddit that this game is boring, it doesn't have any sex in it. I'm gonna complain about it for really asinine reasons. Listen, there's a reason why I left that subreddit a while ago. It's because, god damn, the people there can be really annoying with their takes. Listen, I have a specific video idea I've been wanting to make for a while now, and that is just a small part of a really big problem with this community. But you know what? That's for another day. Let's continue. Totally. I might accidentally hug you like a body pillow, though. Listen, Team Boke, Libel, anyone on that team, if you're watching this, and I know y'all are watching this because you guys have shown your support for me, the fact that we've gone this long with Where The Demon Lurks, and the only merch that we have is like a toast stand and some acrylic keychains is not enough. We're gonna need some plushies. We can totally have like a Morris body pillow or Kobu body pillow, especially a Kobu body pillow and a Kobu plush. A Kobu plush with interchangeable clothes. You can have his demon clothes and his fucking everyday mortal clothes. Wait, that's a good idea. But wait, that might take a minute because his build is slightly different from his mortal form to his demon form. You know what? I'll just leave that to the professionals at Popper and Press or whoever y'all gonna make manufacture your merch. Let's just say, I would totally buy that. I don't care how much it is, I will buy it. I snore, so I say that's a fair exchange. You both exchange a brief laugh before you reach for the doorknob. Oh, Lucian! Oh yeah, forgot. Lucian and Toast were like battling Morris's demon form, and so now they're really on edge about him. Fuck. And yes, the one voice I will never forget doing for this game is Lucian's voice because I made the most obnoxious gay man voice for him. He's here. He's back. Quick, the door! The sound of Lucian's hurried footsteps follow and the door swings open. Oh wait, I don't think he's worried about Morris. I think he was just waiting for Kobe to get home. There you are. Do you know what time it is? Where have you been? I've been worried sick. Whoa. How did you get into my apartment? Toast pops his head from behind. Oh, Toast. Hey, you're back. Hope you don't mind. I let us in because of the rain. He was already inside when I arrived. I did not tell him to break in. Pfft, you were going on and on about how glad your hair isn't all wet from the rain. Guys, fine. I'll give you a spare key next time. No more breaking and entering. I didn't break in, the ghost did. I just happened to walk in behind him. Can we continue this inside? It's freezing out here. The gang's all here. Oh god. Everyone enters the unit and sits around the living room floor. Alright, now explain where have you been? Why was there a big black orb of expansive soul energy that formed on the top of the hill? The tracker on my halo couldn't tell if you were alive or dead for so long. Morris and you exchange nervous glances. Keeping your involvement with the mythical creatures a secret seems trivial compared to the bigger picture. Gary of all people needs to know that their kind are planning something. Swear upon your lives you must never tell anyone on this planet what I'm going to tell you now. I'm already dead, but sure. Secrets. How annoying. He clicks his tongue. Morris puts his hand on your shoulder. We just signed a contract. We can't. Well, I trust them and I doubt they sell us off to the gang. Also, we can talk about it freely because... You pull out your phone and swipe open the signed contract that Junior sent over. You find the confidentiality section and tap at one clause and show it to Morris. Confidential information excludes information that, subsection 4, is used and or developed by the receiving party with use of or reference to the disclosing party's confidential information. Huh? Speak English. I think it means that the clause allows him to freely talk about this gang's operations without repercussions. Or at least until they caught on. When did you? When I first read the contract, I saw some loopholes that required adjustments. When I was able to get my hands on that tablet, all I needed to do was to omit 3 letters from that clause to benefit us. So what do you want from them? We want to get access to their underworld gates. They're building such a thing? Why? Isn't it obvious? It's a gate to keep the demons out. You shake your head. No, Toast, it's a gate that lets you into the world of demons. Good grief, how do I begin to explain all this to Lord Gary? Lucian, it will be easier if you don't get involved. The gang members are actually mythical creatures. Things might get complicated. This couldn't get any more worse. No, I promised. I promised I'd help. I will do what I can, even if it means from a distance. Are you going to tell Gary about this? Lucian shakes his head. I should not bother Lord Gary until I have more information. Raising that alarm too early may cause reinforcements to be sent, complicating things further. Previous versions of Lord Gary had never been the best at handling crisis. For now, this is with all of us. Wait, previous versions of Lord Gary. Previous versions of Lord Gary. That's a really specific line. Unless I'm reading too much into this. Previous versions of Lord Gary. Does God reincarnate and each version of him is slightly different than the last? Team Boke! If you want to confirm that with me, I'll be happy to know. I don't really get what you guys are talking about. All this mythical Gary stuff? Are we still helping Cobra get his buddy back? We are. Then that's all I need to know. On a lighter note, Toast, look at what I got. You unfurl the jacket to show it to the ghost. The jacket! You got it! He grabs the garment and waves it around in the air. Oh, he's so cute. How do you know that's the right one? I know, because it has Arkin's scent still on it. This is the one. Kobu, I could kiss you. Hey, back off. Those lips aren't yours. We're getting some possession here. Toast pays Morris no heed. How'd you find it? I just got lucky. The guy who had it, he's dead. So I picked it up. Dead? Did your toe? Not directly. Let's not talk about it. I'm trying to forget seeing someone get split in half. Lucian nods. I've got to get this to Arkin as soon as the rain lets up. Does this mean we won't be seeing you around anymore, Toast? Now that your mission is complete. Oh, I didn't think about that. I wouldn't press your luck. Best you leave before I change my mind about exercising you. Same here. You say that, but I know you guys will miss me. Anyways, I think we can leave that question for some other time. I'm beat. Very well, I'll stand guard tonight. It's raining though. I will stand guard inside. So you fall asleep with Morris next to you. No cuddling happens as you are constantly being watched by the angel's piercing gaze near you. You have the evening shift tomorrow, so you sleep in. Right before the break of dawn, the hyena heads to the town park with the jacket in hand. He stops at the man-made river that cuts through the park grounds. Oh, are we just getting is this just Toast and not anyone else? Oh, that's cute. Toast peers into the waters. No reflection looks back at him. Recalling Arkin's instructions, the ghost places his hand into the river. Arkin, I'm ready. A fishing line with a purple lure flies him out of the water. It wraps itself around Toast's forearm and pulls him into the river. What the hell? Unlike being submerged into water, the sensation is akin to passing through a thin bubble. When it comes through the other side, the scenery is nowhere near the park. A ghastly but familiar person holds a fishing rod that pulled the hyena in. Who the hell are you? And why are you hot? Why is everyone in this game hot? What the hell? Yo, Arkin, I got it. A tall, bulky-looking person with a bull skull for a head looks at Toast without a single expression on his face. Not too far from where the biker stands, a small tent is set up next to the jet black chopper bike. With a touch of his fishing pole, Arkin's line magically unwraps itself and winds back onto the spool. Toast floats over to Arkin while proudly showing off the jacket. Arkin takes a deep breath of his cigar and lets out a heavy plume of smoke. His voice is husky, but it calms the ghost to hear him speak. Now what voice should I give him? By Hera's flaming toga, you actually pulled it off. Toast's friend makes his way to the tent and takes a seat by a sturdy rock. Good work. How did you do it? A buddy of mine found it. The thief got taken out though. Ironic that the thief didn't see their own death coming. Arkin takes the jacket from the ghost and puts it on. Oh. Okay. Okay, I see you. Still fits like a glove after all these years. The morning winds blow by without either noticing. For the ghost, what wind could be felt without a body? A stray leaf causes merely a passing tingle while the skull-faced biker ponders his feelings. Something the matter? I thought you'd be happier that you got your jacket back. I am happy. I'm just seeing how long this feeling would last. And it's gone. He groans as he stretches his arms out. Joy is so fleeting. Is this what mortals call the emptiness of reaching your goals? Oh my god, I love the little question mark that is on his plume of smoke. Maybe that jacket isn't what you're really looking for. What do you think I really need then? I don't know. Family? Ha, there's no such thing as family among the Pantheon. Oh, you cracked me up, Toast. Toast looks in the direction of Kibbleton. Family, huh? Well, I needed that. Are you ready to leave this town? Things are getting too dicey around there. Diamonds, cultists, and monsters popping up and blasting magia everywhere. Where will we be headed to next? Now that I have my equipment back, we can head for New Mount Olympus near Las Vegas. The one that can help you is definitely there. Back to Las Vegas, huh? I don't think I'm ready to leave. There's someone back in Kibbleton who is in deep shit and I owe it to them to help. That's honorable, Toast. but even honorable heroes can end up in Tartarus. Have you decided to stop pursuing your brother? No way, that's still on my to-do list. But I've never left a member of my crew back when I was alive, and I won't start doing it now. Arkin takes another puff of his cigar. That's why I like you, Toast. Tartarus be damned, you have family and friends to protect. Is that your secret to everlasting happiness? Toast shrugs. Well, I'll wait for your return then. Remember to find a river when you are ready to leave. No matter how hard I try, I can't rip a hole through the barrier that keeps all your Numas trapped here. Thanks, Arkin. Before you go, have a bit of this. The biker goes to his chopper and pulls out a flask from the saddlebag. He pours out a small cap of the liquid inside and hands it to the hyena. Oh, your famous honey! Ambrosia. I've told you that many times. Wait, Ambrosia's the stuff that turns mortals immortal, right? Like in Greek mythology? Well, your ambrosia honey tastes good. He drinks the entire cap and lets out a satisfying sound. Refreshing. It's like I've come alive again. That should clear corruption once more. But be careful. I don't know what you'll face back in that town. If you feel you'll lose yourself, leave. You worry too much, man. I'll be fine. It's me you're talking about. Yeah, I know. Then go with my blessing. Go with the wisdom of Athena, and may Nyx's love bring you glory. He bumps Toast on the chest with his fishing pole. Wait! Ah! Toast is flung back into the river and re-emerges in Kimbleton Park. Ooh, we did more underworld stuff! Yay! Okay, so wait a minute, so... Toast? So that's Arkin, and Arkin... Hold on a second. So I looked it up. Arkin is the Greek word for ruler, but it's not a specific name for anyone. So he's definitely like revolved around Greek mythology. So does Greek mythology exist in this universe? Or is he just an advocate for Greek mythology? He has ambrosia honey, which apparently stops Toast's corruption, which it makes sense he would be corrupted, but I got a lot of questions, and I hope that all of them get answered with this visual novel. But anyway, back to the underworld! Woohoo! Hey, Amir! I recognize my voice for you. I always do with the Dr. Doofenshmirtz impression of you. Back in the underworld, Amir and Fortis are leaving after consuming a delicious meal prepared by Kane. Amir attempts to open a portal to his workshop. Oh, so I guess he can't. What in the world? A barrier prevents him from entering his portal. Sparkling cogs! Fear and anger swell up within the demon's chest. He sprints off in the direction of the elevator. Oh, I guess... Oh, nothing's working right in the underworld. People are unhappy. Breaks are not being implemented. Benefits are being taken away. Vendrade, you're ass at being a ruler of the underworld. Jesus Christ. The Fraud General sits on top of a bridge that oversees the underworld city. Demons often gathered on this bridge to take in the view, admiring all they have accomplished in the lifetime of work. Today, there was no one here but the lonesome general. His mind searches for words to describe this unrecognizable fear within him. He recalls Vendrade's message just after he settled in with the fallen freelancer. Oh wait, I think I did Vendrade's voice with Mr. K's voice. To be fair, I'm running out of voices for people. Arkin was the most desperate voice I've ever did for a character, and it's just me doing this voice. Oh god. Listen, I am not a man with a thousand voices. I am merely just me. I do what I can, okay? Have the generals prepared to head to Earth. All of you are to put an end to Kobu. The paperwork for Amir's departure is almost complete. He will be the first. The rest of you better be ready if he fails. But, my lord, Amir is no fighter. He would never agree to this. He won't have a choice. I've already overseen that he obeys or will lose everything he cares about. God damn it! Fucking hell! Listen, you're the underworld ruler. Kobu doesn't want this power anymore. He just wants to save his friend. Can you just leave him alone? Fucking hell. There was no room for negotiations. No time to warn Amir. He could only do his part as a good tool should, and obey. How loathsome. Nuts, you got some explaining to do! Amir rushes towards the fraud, seemingly ready to thrash him. Why am I locked out of my own workshop? Even the elevator won't go to my floor. Nuts croaks. Your workshop has been seized by orders of Lord Vendrade. You will not regain access until you successfully recapture or kill the convict, Kobu.
What? To hell with that. He can't make me.
He's made a written order. He wants you to report to him right away. I'm sorry.
Sorry? You don't know the meaning of the word.
Enraged, the lynx demon aims his mystic arms at the fraud. The hands curl into fists that fly towards the fraud.
Amir, stop!
Nott spits out his blade and deflects the fists with them. Oh, he actually has a weapon.
Stop? You'd never stop trying to tear our company apart.
The mystic arms surround Nott's. They glow blue and fire beams of light. Nott's flowing hand launches its master into the air, just narrowly escaping the barrage of blasts.
Stop this now!
Nott spins like a cannonball and slaps to Amir's chest before bouncing back onto his platform. The cat falls and loses control of his arms.
I don't want to fight you, Amir.
Amir stands up and rushes towards the fraud. If it was anyone else, Nott would cut them down before they step into his shadow. But he can't do it, not to Amir. Amir lets loose his rage and he shakes his coworker violently.
Did you even say anything when he gave his death sentence?
It wasn't my place to question the demon.
Preposterous! Everything that Fendrick does is questionable. Why? Why?
He falls to his knees. The thought of losing all of his creations, all those memories, becomes too much to bear. What could the fraud say? What would be enough to pull Amir out of his despair? Or would he only break him further?
Did our time together mean nothing to you? All those days we spent making music and dancing, was it just some silly joke? You think you'd stop caring once it gets tough? I don't know who's the bigger fool. You for blindly following Vendrick's orders? Or me for having the smallest hope that this is some long con? That you turn around and say this was always part of your plan to set things straight. But there is no plan, is there? There's no future where all this stops. A future where we could be.
Nott's whipped hand reached out for Amir's face. The demons finally looked at each other in the eyes.
Why? I wish I had the words to tell you. There's so much I don't understand about myself, but never will I want to hurt you.
He pulls from his cloak a silver cube-shaped device. On the top surface sits a small disc.
That's the prototype music player I left in my workshop.
Nott places the box in Amir's hand.
I didn't know what to take from there, but I remember you showed me this the last time we were together. I wanted to fill it with our favorite songs. This feeling, it's guilt, isn't it? Where does it come from? Why, when I'm around him, I feel so uncertain.
Nott pulls away from Amir.
Why can't I tell him about what I feel? Am I even supposed to have these feelings? Perhaps I am defective. I'm sorry. Fendrick is waiting for you. Best you don't keep him waiting.
The fraud turns and floats away towards the darkness. He hesitates for a moment, contemplating turning back, but there is nothing else for him to do. He disappears into the darkness, leaving behind a dejected Amir who holds a hand out to the fraud he loves, hoping he'd come back. Oh shit, this romantic feelings revolves around them? Damn, this hurts more now. Oh! Kobu, fuck. God, he looks so good. And you know what? I believe that's where we're gonna leave off on. I kind of want to stretch this chapter a little bit more. I don't want to just play it all in one go. That'll be less satisfying. Let's take our time with this game. Besides, I really love this one. And also Chenya's back as well. It's been back for a while now, and I'm gonna be playing that as well, so stay tuned for that one. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed watching this, go ahead and like this video and subscribe if you want to see more in the future. And also, if you want to see more of me, you can follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky. I'll leave those links in the description as well. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.